What is up, everybody? This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming at you with a review of Celestial Wizard's brand new album, Winds of the Cosmos. This is a band I have never heard of before. The name is, so clever that it did actually sound kind of familiar, but I searched my last FM. I have never listened to a single track by these dudes. A quick Google suggests that this is only their second album, and they've only been out for about 4 years. But what we've got here is, and I do not use this term loosely, a unique symphonic power metal band. When trying to describe their sound to myself at first, the closest thing I could come up with was something like Skeleton Witch meets Powerwolf meets Orden Ogin. None of those three sounds a lot like the other two, so it is an interesting combination, if nothing else. Musically, it does sound a little typical of the symphonic power metal genre, but the vocals are very different. I'm really struggling to describe exactly what this main singer sounds like, the harsh vocals. It sounds a little more typical of thrash or something, and it's certainly not a bad thing, but the uncanny valley, if you're familiar with that concept, does sort of pop up here. In short, it just takes a little bit to get used to this style, but I love it. Jumping into the tracks, the intro is just this really fun, almost techno-ish, that goes right into some baller metal. The first track, Revenant, was really fun, picked up a lot from the intro. Again, it's really hard to describe what this sounds like. I already talked about the vocals, but I just gotta say, the guitars and drums, just general instrumentation here is all fucking solid. Really gotta praise the production here. Guitars and drums sound massive, and whatever kind of synth stuff they have going on also just really adds to this. This album is laden with really good riffs and also just really clever, clearly thought out songwriting. It's very easy with this style to just do a paint-by-numbers approach, so I really appreciated just how strong the songwriting was here. I want to take a second to say, I was pretty surprised to find out that this band is from Denver. Everything except for the vocal style just screams European. They brand themselves as a fantasy metal band, which is more like the Rhapsody style of power metal than the Visigoth or Iced Earth style. I remember thinking the same thing about Camelot's Liar Liar. By the way, that is a compliment. Going to some other tracks, the song Eternal Scourge. This was a great choice for a single. Very memorable chorus. A lot of their choruses are using pretty poppy chord progressions, and I think that works really well for this style. Other highlights include Steel Crysalis, Cyberhawk, and oh my god, the album closer, which was the title track, Winds of Cosmos. This was so good. I love the acoustic outro. It reminded me a lot of the end of Sad Wings of Destiny, the song Deceiver. Just quick rant on Sad Wings of Destiny. The US release is sequenced poorly. They made side B into side A. The actual end of the album is Deceiver. But all in all, this was a great effort. Again, I always say this, but this is a band I hope I see on 70,000 Tons of Metal next year. Looking forward to whatever tour you guys can pull off. Rock on.